Hello everybody, and welcome to Rage Quit Radio. I am Mike. You will notice that you're running to know Mr. Joe is not here. Why? Because he, I don't think, wanted to be part of this particular RPG. Not for any reason, he's just not a fan of the franchise. Because, folks, it is time for Power Rangers. This is Delta Squad. And this video will mark the first Rage Quit Radio video that goes up for the year, which I'm very proud of, because not everyone in the room will realize this, but this is Rage Quit Radio's 5th anniversary year. We started in 2014, so Rage Quit Radio is 5 years old officially. So, yay! Go to our Redbubble store and pick up the 5th anniversary Rage Quit Radio t-shirt on sale now. Cheap plug. I need to buy one for myself. It actually looks really cool. It has like a wreath with the current Rage Quit Radio logo on it. There's a banner underneath that says 5th anniversary. And underneath that is actually the original RQR logo from 2014 that we used for our first couple of 2 or 3 years. And it's all wood tone because I did research, and apparently your 5th anniversary is the wooden anniversary. So
that's strangely specific.
In honor of the fact that RQR has always been a somewhat explicit podcast, RQR's got wood now, officially. So... 5 years in. Okay. That one fell flat as hell. Anyway.
Wow. That was,
so, folks.
Not your best.
Yeah, well. I'm under the weather. I've been under the weather lately. So folks, this is our Power Rangers SPD inspired. I'm very careful to say that because if you are a fan of Power Rangers SPD, this is not going to be, strictly speaking, SPD. Our Power Rangers SPD inspired game. So before we get too far in, we're going to let everyone introduce themselves, starting from, if you're watching this on YouTube, obviously, it will be your bottom left, but for me, it will be their right to their left. So starting with right here.
Travis Cooper.
And you are playing...
I need to do my character intro as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I am playing Aaron Rodriguez. Just, good old... help everyone fight the bad guys.
Okay.
Felicia, my name is Judy. I'm playing Felicia Tien, cool under pressure, loves to take apart bombs in her spare time, wants to be a detective, and loves to shoot guns.
Hello again, TV Land. I'm Josh, and I am your Topaz champion.
Wrong game, Josh.
And I'm like, I don't care. I'm claiming it for every game. And I am playing Aoi Okami. His undergraduate degree was in basic thugonomics, and basically to escape prison time, he cut a deal to join the cops. He's also a power of strength and a big blue dog alien. He's a Syrian like Doggy Kruger.
He's about to make you famous. Anyway.
Okay, I'm not sure how to follow up the Topaz champion, but I'll try. I'm RJ Markham. I'll be playing Adam Marvin. He's a very serious guy, really into his books and just making sure everything kind of just goes the way it's supposed to go. Just down the tracks.
So, you probably recognize Josh and Judy from the Empyrean Throne, our L5R RPG.
Keepers of Dick.
That soundbite comes from the early days of Denzi Caster, back when we were a podcast. But RJ has long been a friend of the Denzi Caster show, and now have you appeared on camera before?
Nope, this is my first time on camera.
This is RJ's first time on camera with us here. We've all seen Coop before,
I'm so sorry.
usually spanking everybody's ass at some board game of some sort. So I'm hopefully the rules of this game are so simple that Travis Cooper cannot coop the rules. But he can coop the rolls.
Accepted.
But he can coop the rolls because there's dice involved. Yeah. So
Dice, my arch nemesis.
Now, unfortunately, due to circumstances, we are not able to do this live like we did the Empyrean Throne. Hopefully, at some point, we will start live streaming this show. We have 10 episodes planned for Delta Squad, but you can still help our players, and the way you can do that is right below me on screen. In our comments section, you can leave some notes. Leave one of 5 hashtags. You will notice that unlike the Empyrean Throne, and this will make Josh and Judy very happy, there is no hashtag present for you to screw over our Rangers. And that's because, frankly, that would go against the spirit of Power Rangers. So, the power-ups that you can give our players, you can say hashtag power up, and that will allow, we will do it off camera, but it will allow the players to pull a power gem. I will explain those in a second. If they roll a 6, we'll do that at the start of the next episode. You can say hashtag super, which will give them a super token. Now, that will be separate from the power gems I'll explain, but it will give them +2 to any one attack roll or non-combat roll. You can say hashtag mega, which will give them +2 to any one damage roll. Hashtag ultra, which will give them an extra die on an attack and damage roll. And you can give them the ability hashtag hyper, which they can spend a hyper token to make a 6 explode, where the 6 rolls, if it rolls a 6, they roll it again and add it to the original 6, and it will keep exploding until they stop rolling 6s for that one roll. So you can give them that help for episode 2 in our comment section below. This episode will probably be broken up over numerous videos, so you can leave those ways to help down below throughout any of the comments on any of the videos as we go through. They will get that help eventually. Now, there is a little bag on the table next to Judy's drink. That bag has our power gems in it. So what I would like each player to do right now in the sequence around the table is to reach in the bag and pull out 2 gems. The power gems are another way for our players to get buffs and help. The power gems come in different colors that correspond to our Rangers. Since this is SPD, that means those colors are red, blue, green, pink, and yellow. There are some black gems in there as well. So our characters are not yet Rangers. The players are all cadets at the SPD Academy. As cadets, they can spend a power gem to get +1 on any roll. They can spend a power gem to get a +1. Josh is hoping he gets something really cool.
Nope.
So
Alright,
there are
Not so much.
there are 5 gems in the bag for each color. There are also 5 black gems in the bag. Judy pulled one of those. The black gems are ultra gems. They do the exact same thing that the ultra tag you can give our players does. So that means that ultra gem is good for +1 die attack and damage. If you're not in combat, it's just +1 die to the non-combat roll. Yep, put those all in the center of the table. That is a shared pool that you all have.
Man, if somebody is the Pink Ranger, they're going to clean house this session.
Now, those gems also give the players, once they have a Ranger power, if you spend the gem that corresponds to your Ranger color, it's +2 instead of +1. Also in the bag, there is one and only one gold gem, and that is the legendary gem. The legendary gem will double the result of any one roll. So attack or damage, whatever you roll, it will get doubled. If you use it on a teamwork roll, it will double your dice only, not the entire team's. If you want the entire rules of Delta Squad, then I'm going to highly suggest you go over and watch a wonderful series from the folks at Hyper RPG called Power Rangers Hyper Force. I've pretty much taken the rules from that show as best as I can figure them out from having watched all 26 episodes.
It's a great series.
Huh?
It's a great series.
You've watched it now?
Yeah, I've watched it. It's
So,
a great series.
It's a wonderful series.
I watched
Very
most of
much
their
worth
stuff
watching.
too, so
Yeah.
their stuff's really good.
So well worth watching. Big thumbs up to those guys, and I will go ahead and say thank you because to the folks at Hyper RPG, because your show was the inspiration for us doing this one.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
now, all our players as cadets, you will start with 75 hit points. You will also start with 1 die. You only roll 1d6 for everything. You are a cadet. The rest of your dice, as you acquire energy throughout the game, you will put them on the energy tracker on your sheet. Once you hit 6 in one slot, then you can start the next die in the next slot. Okay. It will using weapons, different things will consume energy. You will see that as you get stuff throughout the game. We will be using different cards throughout the game to reference things. I will show this one to my camera because I don't want the players to know what order these are in. Any of the cards we use will go up on our Facebook page shortly, so you will be able to print out those cards yourself if you want to play Delta Squad at home. We'll also put the rules that we're using up on our page as well if you want to play Power Rangers RPG at home. The one thing we will not put up is we will not be putting up the individual character cards. Josh, for instance, has a card specific to his character, and eventually everyone will. We're not going to put those cards up because they do contain artwork that, frankly, I have no idea where it comes from, and I would want to give credit. So we're not going to put those up. Make your own characters, folks. That's the point. So, to set the stage for everyone here and for our viewers at home, it is the not too distant future, because I do not have my sheet here, my crib notes at work that tell me the exact year. Or do I? I've got notes here. Organized, folks.
Absolutely. Like every GM ever.
Yes.
Ever was, forever.
Yeah. Everyone here has been a GM too, so we all know we're following.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I should also let you guys know one other thing. Originally, when we were going to do this live, you were going to be able to give these power-ups to the players as we went, and a lot of my notes were dependent upon them getting those buffs. They're not going to get those now as we play. So instead,
We will just have to persevere in the face of adversity.
Instead, you're going to get buffs another way. You're going to get buffs whenever the bad guys slip on a banana peel. Now, what that means is, when I have to roll, if I roll a 1, every single time I roll a 1, one of you will get to pull a power gem and add it to your pool.
Nice.
So,
That's right, Travis. Work your magic on
now,
these.
for the record, Travis here has played many different war games and things with me that involve dice, so he realizes there's a big smile on his face because he knows that I'm the one rolling the dice.
There is one per person who rolls dice as bad as I do. It's probably Mike Brown.
Yeah, so the chances of them getting more power gems is high. All right.
Yes.
So it is the not too distant future. We are set after the events of Power Rangers SPD, the television series, by about 25 years. Not 25 years, 15 or 16 years. Ever how much time's passed in real life, folks? I'll tell you a year later. I think it's 2040 something, late 2040s. And for those keeping track at home, we would be set after Power Rangers SPD and after the events of Power Rangers Soul of the Dragon from Boom Studios. So after all of that has happened, our story is the basis for our story to take place. You will see elements of Super Sentai and other Toei franchises and other Power Ranger series that show up in this. So, you are all members of the SPD Academy's junior class. So, as junior cadets, you are in training, and your current instructor for PT, physical training, is a long-standing veteran of the SPD, which in our case stands for Space Police DeltaRanger. But he is a veteran of SPD. He's been a detective for many, many years, a grizzled old veteran of Japanese descent. His name is Thomas Hoji. For those people at home who may be wondering what this guy looks like, if you've never seen DeltaRanger, there he is, although he's got a buzz cut in this photo. But Thomas Hoji is your instructor at the SPD Academy. You are currently out doing PT, physical training. At the moment, you are all set up to do a long jump. And various cadets are going ahead of you. You four are currently in line, waiting for your turn.
I've never actually done a long jump before.
Oh, it's fine. You just build up your core, and you get that. You hunker down, and then you catapult yourself across the chasm.
You're also like a foot taller than most of us, Connie.
Don't make excuses, Felicia.
I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Let's just
fact.
all do the best we can. We'll go and work out just so long as everyone gives maximum effort.
Look over, I'm like, see,
Yeah.
Rodriguez gets it.
You got this, Rodriguez. We practiced it.
Cadet Marvin, you're up.
Okay.
So roll 1 die. One thing that I will let everyone know, in Delta Squad, I have to give you the difficulty level number in advance. The reason for that is because that will inform your decision whether or not you're going to spend any power gems. You cannot spend power gems after a roll. You have to spend them before. So for this, give me at least a 4, and the higher you roll, the better you will do overall, obviously.
So,
You can do it, Marvin.
Thanks, Rodriguez. Character's name. Adam will come forward and do a little stretch real quick, and then set up for his long jump.
Okay.
So let's see where we go. 5.
Yeah.
So you get a nice running start. You don't fall into the air. You go. You make it a respectable distance.
Awesome.
Very good, Cadet.
Good
Yes,
job.
Cadet Okami.
You got this.
And I, sir, would have been sufficient.
That's what your buddy like. Of course, sir. Aye, sir.
Maximum effort.
And being this is maximum effort, and I will be using all of the strength in my giant big blue dog legs, may I add my strong trait to this long jump? It is a feat of strength.
Wow, is a long jump a feat of strength?
If you don't got the strength in your calves, you're not making that jump.
For the record, by the way, folks, for those watching at home, all of our characters also do have a trait that gives them bonuses to their rolls. So,
Serious over here.
Adam is serious. Okami is strong. Felicia is cool. And what did you pick as your trait?
Heart.
He kept my
I'm helping.
Yeah.
So,
Rodriguez, you're always
strong
helping.
typically gives Okami a +2 bonus if he is doing something that is related to dealing damage or physical strength. I will give you +1 because
Fair enough.
this is not as physically taxing strength-wise as other things you could do.
Hey, I'll take it.
Okay.
I got a 5.
So 4 makes a 5.
Yep.
Very good. So you get a nice running start, and you make it about as far as Marvin did. So,
Good job.
all right. Cadet 10, you're up.
You can do it, Felicia.
I got this.
Okay.
I hope I got this.
You can do it.
Visualize an attack.
Maximum effort.
You got Ryan Reynolds.
Various vague encouragements from the other side of the,
Oh,
of
yeah.
the pit.
You can do it.
She takes a moment, focuses, and
Don't
just
think too
takes
hard.
off, and
Mhm.
that's her running jump.
Yeah.
5.
Very good. Oh, by the way, for each success you make, you get 1 energy. So
Mhm.
the 3 of y'all should each have 1 energy at this
Mhm.
point. All right.
All right.
Cadet Rodriguez.
You can do it,
Your
Rodriguez.
exceptionally optimistic self.
Okay.
Because it would be really sad if he just went,
Visualize.
you can do it, Rodriguez, to
Maximum
himself.
effort.
Visualize. You got it,
And
Rodriguez.
he goes, he runs, and
He's got it.
he goes and jumps respectively.
Yes.
He
does
almost
not-
doesn't make it, but he makes it.
He
That's
does-
important.
He doesn't
He is
embarrass
definitely
himself.
does not go as far as the other.
See? You did it.
But
Good
he,
job.
but he, you passed the benchmark for the long jump. Very good, Rodriguez.
Woo, maximum effort.
Nonsense.
That's a cool nickname. Maximum effort.
So,
That's a good idea.
all right, cadets, we will now move on to the high jump. Cadets, single file. They get the bar set. All the cadets are lined up. There are several cadets ahead of you that are making the high jump. You see almost none of them make it.
I have a question out.
Yes.
Out again, real quick.
Sure.
What the hell's a high jump?
Okay, so the high jump is the Olympic event where they have the bars set up.
Do we get
and you
the
have to
pole?
No, that's
Oh,
pole
no,
vault.
that's pole.
No,
You go and
That's
jump.
pole.
You jump.
Oh,
back,
you backwards.
Backwards,
Okay,
backwards.
okay.
Okay.
PE was not my thing in school.
Or jump forward over the pole, or just however it gets you over the pole.
Well, I can get
And-
descriptive.
and if you're- And for those watching at
I'm
home,
gonna hit that pole.
Cutting flips and shit.
and for those watching at home, reference Jetman and the debut of Blue Swallow. Because that's the high jump is the event that she's
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
So, all right. Cadet Rodriguez, you're up. They've set the bar not high, but it is challenging. You need a 5.
Maximum effort. Come on.
You can spend that and add like 2.
So
You can spend
So
the
definitely
green.
trying to go and hype himself up on the inside, but that bar, you know, for a short little Hispanic guy is like kind of high. So,
Yes.
So he runs. He tries his best. He goes and does his best, you know, impersonation based on what he's seen on TV. So.
Well,
Dork!
somehow, amazingly, Cadet Rodriguez does not clear the bar, nor does he knock it down. He winds up going under it. And you see,
Is this a limbo test?
and Sergeant Hoji says to him,
Maximum effort, minimum execution.
So I didn't touch the bar.
way to look at the bright side, Cadet.
I'm just saying, if you were trying to get under a security door, you would have made that no problem.
Stay serious, Ricky.
We're setting the bar not there.
Cadet Okami, you're next.
You got
It's
this.
like, all right, just realize that, okay, it's okay, Okami, just realize that you're like 7 feet tall. And
Maximum effort.
and just gonna try to just get over with every fiber of my being. Just over the bar, jump over the bar, jump, boy, jump.
That's Doggist.
Yeah. No! He crashes into the bar.
You take the bar straight out along with the supports for the bar.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna splat.
Bad dog. But we
And-
love you anyway.
As you are sitting there lying on the pad with the bar under you, and they are currently dislodging the supports from the bar so they can stand those back up, Sergeant Hoji comes over to you. Cadet,
Yes, sir.
not good.
I'm like, I'm a Syrian, sir. Syrian art. If we're meant to fly, well, we'll get in our spaceships and fly.
But
However, on the ground, I am ruthlessly efficient.
Another point.
and if the test was to bowl over a group of adversaries, I think you would have done amazingly well.
You also-
Silver linings, yes, but it wasn't. So I did abysmally bad.
Yes, you did, Cadet. Back in line.
Dust himself off. Gets in line.
They get everything set back up. Cadet Tien.
You can do it. Look
cool.
Uh-huh.
Watch out, those supports are twitchy.
Tommy, not helping. She will.
You just have to get over the bar.
Woo!
So you basically run up. You basically run up and you throw a shoe. So basically a shoe falls off and you trip and land on the mat itself. You never actually get to jump.
Oh.
And Hoji looks and goes,
Not my best day.
Effort.
Not my best jump, sir.
should we,
are our only hope.
Cadet, should we switch out your training shoes from laces to Velcro to prevent this from happening again?
Or maybe boat shoes. No laces or Velcro required. They
Connery,
just slip
stop
on.
helping. I've got this, sir. She picks up her shoe and
Like
she
Crocs?
will go back in line.
No, never Crocs. Like slip-on shoes with
Yeah,
grippy soles.
Right, boots to the side.
Cadet Okami. I want no nonsense from the Syrian with the vertical leap of a chihuahua.
I look over. I'm like,
I was not careful. I was like, shit.
I didn't realize that chihuahuas could jump so high.
They can't.
Well, then, because actually you've seen a chihuahua, they're like this little, and then they jump.
It's to scale, Cadet. Back in line. Cadet Marvin, please save us from your squad's abysmal performance.
Help us.
Maximum team effort.
Adam. Come on, Adam.
You
You
are
got
our only
this.
hope.
God, I hope I actually succeed. I really don't want to fail.
For the team.
You got
Alright,
this.
so Adam will get there, do a little stretch again as usual. Get ready to, so I need a 4, right?
You need a 5.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I fail. I rolled
No, so keep it on the table.
Yeah, keep it on the table. 6.
You clear it with ease.
He's just like, he jumps over, and there's just like a pause moment, and the sweat comes off, and then he lands.
Woo! Go, Marvin.
Good job, Marvin.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, yes, you do gain an energy. Next up, we will be doing the hammer throw. You'll be doing the hammer throw for accuracy.
That's the little thing? Little ball? No.
Yeah.
That's the iron. That's the steel ball on the end of a with a handle on it. You spin it on your head and throw it. They have a target set up in the distance. All right, Cadet Okami.
Yeah.
This one does not involve jumping.
Nope, but it does involve throwing a very heavy thing to fall long distance.
It does it that. We may have finally found your strong suit.
Is he on?
What's your,
Stretches his arm out.
what's the,
And
Always remember to stretch before doing anything.
the last one was not that physically taxing, Cadet Okami. Any day now.
oh, wait, sure. What's the,
5. What do you roll?
I rolled a 3. A 1 with my +2.
Oh, you rolled a 1?
Yes.
Woof.
whoa!
Woof. It goes that way.
Hold on.
It flies behind you,
Can't buy a good roll this
and
session, folks.
and you hear a, and you hear a voice from behind you. Personally, Cadet, I'm glad your accuracy is not that good either. When you turn around, you see that the hammer is lodged in the concrete wall beside Sergeant Hoji's head. Cadet Marvin, you may need to retrieve
Got it, sir.
your hammer.
Come over and I'll pull it out of the wall.
What's happened?
Come back
This
over
is-
to where I'm
He
supposed to
rolled
throw it.
+2.
You are not the Topaz champion anymore. This is a different character,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
So what do I need?
You need a 5.
5.
Maximum effort.
Thank you, Rodriguez.
Maybe a little bit less, because maximum effort. Hold the wall.
You got this, Adam.
Directional effort.
Appropriate effort.
Adam adjusts his glasses. 6.
Because why not?
That's why not.
Because why not?
So you're up to 3 energy.
I'm gonna get screwed later.
He's burning them all now.
That's what's gonna happen.
Did I scare some of you?
You actually hit a bullseye. It lands exactly where it's supposed to go.
Thanks.
Cadet 10.
Oh yeah, my turn. Yeah, got this. she
You
will.
can do it.
Good luck.
I have faith in you.
Shut
You
up.
hit the target.
That's the whole
So,
point.
yes. Very good, Cadet. I'm impressed. You have 2 energy now. And Cadet Rodriguez.
All right, Rodriguez.
You can
Maximum effort.
You should totally have a hashtag maximum effort for like future session.
Yes, but the problem with me doing that would be probably hashtag copyright, hashtag Ryan Reynolds, hashtag Deadpool.
Yeah.
We go ahead and say it all you want, but as I'm sitting there, I was like, "Oh my goodness gracious, we can't. There will be no maximum effort hashtag, folks. I'm sorry."
Success.
Success, yes.
All
So
right.
get yourself an
Yeah,
energy.
so you guys do this.
And 2 energy.
Yes.
All right. Very good.
Good job.
And now the final piece of PT today. You'll be doing a 400 meter.
That's a lot of running.
I actually know that one.
It is. Do you intend to give a proportionate amount of effort?
I intend to give. I will give at least 400 meters worth of maximum effort.
Well, thank God you're not giving 398. All right.
Oh boy.
Is that a short joke?
I'm ready. I'm just on the field ready.
No, you're perfect. Very good. Okay.
My mom has said so as well.
Rodriguez, he's Asian like I am. We don't make short jokes. We are short. I know, but I'm saying. Never
On
mind.
your marks. So this will be an opposed test.
Okay.
Alright? So there is no difficulty number
Yeah.
for it. Alright? So we're going to roll 4 times, once for each 100 meters. And I will keep track of how well y'all are doing. So, alright. So everybody roll.
Woohoo! A 1. A 1.
Wow.
Wow. So Marvin, Okami, and Rodriguez are like,
Apparently, Felicia's like.
Your other shit comes out.
Bye, Felicia.
Thanks.
Adam doesn't say that. Just,
Alright. So, Marvin and Okami and Rodriguez are basically neck and neck. And your voice, it's only 400 meters, Tien. You don't have to conserve your energy.
Thanks, Sarge.
Everybody roll again.
6.
There's a 6.
there's 4.
That's 4.
5.
Okay, so you're
Can't let
gaining
him beat me.
now.
Can't let him beat
So, let's see. They were all 5 ahead of you. So, let's see here. Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. Alright. What did you roll? A 4. So you are now... And she rolled a 6. So you are now only 3 ahead of her.
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. So you are also now only 3 ahead of her. 5. You are 4 ahead.
So you were slightly ahead of us.
Alright. Alright.
Come on, maximum effort.
Let's roll again.
3.
6.
Okay.
5.
So you rolled a 6. So that means that you are only 2 ahead,
I rolled a 3.
which means that you are now neck and neck with her. She's caught up to Okami,
5.
5, and so you are 3 ahead. And we're into the last 100 meters.
All right. Rodriguez is actually cheering everyone else on.
Okami has had
Wow.
an abysmal PT session. I'm spending a blue gem.
Okay, well, no, I will say this. Keep in mind that you don't have a color yet. Any gem you
I
spend
thought
on
about
the
the dice
hyper...
that we picked.
No.
Okay, so yeah, I'll use one of these pink gems.
Yes, because there's a lot of pink gems.
Yeah.
All right, put the pink gem back in the bag.
So the jam is what? +1? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Any gem right now is +1.
Gotcha. How badly do I want to win?
Okami doesn't care if he wins. He just wants to, not do abysmally.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm good.
All right. All right. So,
The last stretch.
all
So
right.
tired.
So,
I have yet to.
who got the most?
5 guys? I'm afraid.
so both of y'all have a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all are still where you are.
2.
2, which means that he pulls like 4 ahead of you. And then 3. So we wind up with Okami and Rodriguez finishing almost in a dead heat with each other. Marvin wins first place, and dead last. But
Let's not say dead last, just last.
but we're going to give everyone 1 energy because you all finished. You could.
So I'm guessing if we rolled consecutive ones, there would have been a real danger of not finishing the race.
There would have been. So.
I have yet to roll lower than a 5. I'm really, really scared, to be honest. Really.
You got this. Your dice have maximum effort.
Apparently. Wake up!
I mean, if
Don't touch my dice, Travis. Stay over there.
Cadets. Get the showers, and then head to lunch. After lunch, report to me in the briefing room.
Yes, sir.
Aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
Aye.
And he dismisses all of his junior class, which you are part of, to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you will all change, shower.
Yeah.
At the moment, your cadet attire, when you're out in PT, you're basically all wearing black shirts with black pants or shorts, whatever is your taste, that just has the white SPD logo across. Your actual cadet uniforms, if you will picture the uniforms from Power Rangers SPD, the civilian uniforms, just replace the color with black.
Okay.
So whatever color they were wearing, red, blue, whatever, it's black on your uniform.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you have an image for them?
huh?
Do you have an image for the audience?
I do not, because I did not think to grab an image of the cadets from the first episode of SPD. But anyway, reference episode 1 of Power Rangers SPD. That's what it looks like. All right. So, you guys head back to the cafeteria.
Yep.
Food.
I stop on the way to on the way to the cafeteria to my room to grab a new book.
What book are you grabbing?
Athleticism of the Future.
Athleticism of the Future.
Yes.
Okay.
Didn't we have that one up against like the... Oh.
Okami plans to eat his feelings away at the cafeteria because he's like, oh, that was not a pro's performance.
Basically, it's a book about like different feats that several different like cadets or people in like the Olympics, things like that, have done, like over the past 20 or so years.
Looking for inspirational literature.
Inspirational literature. Yes.
All right.
She's
To
grabbing...
help me, help my
Time to
teammates.
go and refill my effort gauge.
Nah, Felicia's grabbing whatever her latest electronic device she's putting back together because she needs something to focus on that is not the PT that has happened.
Oh, actually, I go to my room and grab a barbell
Mm.
because he will eat with one hand and lift with the other.
Yeah, read a book.
So,
We're coping.
in the future of Power Rangers SPD and therefore Delta Squad, one of the things that is wonderful is that you effectively have replicators. So, what are you having for lunch?
Adam is having a very like military style or cadet police style like nutritional food. It looks like
So,
like,
what you wind up with,
Yeah.
you order basically the cadet special,
cadet special, yep.
and he comes back to the table with what looks like a high school lunchroom tray filled with different colored cubes. On sight, they might be like, they look to be the consistency of melon of different types, but they're just different colors. They all smell different. Okami is terribly confused. So,
Yeah, just brr.
I didn't know
Is-
bland came in 10 flavors.
Is the machine broke?
I know.
Did it not actually go and make the
Is that
actual
Jello or...
food?
Food, it's a nutritional balanced meal. Then I like point out like each individual part, why it's nutritional, like why it's for you, why you need this.
these are the carbs,
And-
this is the
and-
protein.
And
this is the
Aaron
vegetables.
just sits down a giant plate
It's
full
nutritious.
of
It's
tacos.
nutritious.
Just tacos, a mountain of them.
Just a mountain of tacos.
A mountain of tacos.
It's nutritious
Just-
for you.
So, are we talking like any particular type of taco, or
Some hard shell, some soft shell, all sorts of different stuff in them. Just like 20 different kinds of tacos.
you need to make a roll, sir? You need at least a 3. A 2. We'll come back to that. All right. What is TN having?
She is actually just having something Italian that will fill her up with protein with bread and probably has a salad with it as well.
Okay.
Balanced.
So you've got lasagna and garlic
Yeah,
bread
and-
kind of thing.
yeah,
Okay,
with
that's
salad.
nothing overly complex. All
Yeah.
right.
Okami actually, as a replicator, to set like a dish that he remembers having as a child on planet
On Syria.
On Syria, so it's kind of pink and gelatinous, and it has chunks of some kind of meat in it.
Okay. You need to roll for that, sir. You will need at least a 4. Okay, so you pretty much get exactly what you ordered. Apparently it was programmed into the database a couple of decades ago by some other Syrian that used to work here. So probably. So, all right.
How are tacos not on the menu?
Oh no, they are.
It's not Tuesday.
Just your ability to work the replicator was
Is it not
No, it's
Tuesday?
it's the too much food.
Is it not Tuesday somewhere?
Yeah, it's
You're
Tuesday
probably
o'clock
right.
somewhere.
I think it was trying to make a maximum effort to make the maximum amount of tacos for you.
So
That was about as jokey as Adam ever gets.
all right. So just sitting down to your meal. So
Eating and whatever.
Eating. Just
So
fills his face.
that's a lot of tacos.
I think I may have
Well,
some
yeah,
pointers
you have to
to
go
help
and
with your game next time on
refill
Delta.
fill your
I
efforts
appreciate
somehow.
that. As he's got his
True.
snout in the
True.
bowl, just.
Yeah.
Felicia, I think there's a couple pointers you could take for your startup. I have a couple things. Advice on that. I'll let you know.
I appreciate your concern.
so your snout first in your food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
usually
cutting
leftovers,
her
but
food.
it was like
After all, it is the way that you eat this dish.
She's cutting her food precisely and eating it with manners.
how to get more lift.
She's got her like electronic doodad.
Bigger
Yeah,
shoes. Brilliant. Why did I not think about that? I need taller shoes.
I guess it depends on what generation.
Then I can go and jump higher.
I can find a book on that.
So as you are stuffing your face with tacos, you come across one taco and it doesn't taste quite right. You're about maybe 2/3 through your stack. And just something tastes off.
Stop. Look. Open up the taco.
So last time you checked, like salt cured plums were not a taco filling.
This is a new flavor
Oh,
of taco that's not very
So-
maximum.
so like Chinese sour,
Okay,
like
broly. This is
sour,
like- this is
sour
like-
salty plum.
This is like maximum
Whoa.
bad taco.
As you see the Okami kind of look up and wrinkle his nose like. "Brrr." That taco smells
Plums
hideous.
are good for good for the digestion.
Would you like the taco?
Well, since it's good for the digestion, he eats it.
I would offer to trade, but I'm fairly sure that this would do unspeakable things to your human digestive tract.
She's just like, or
Note, everything Adam says he's gotten from a book. It might not be correct.
But he trusts you.
But he just- so
Because
that's
you're
okay.
smart.
Implicitly.
Yes. Gosh.
Do you continue eating after you come across the salt cured plum taco?
I check the next taco before I eat it.
So you check the next one. You're not certain of the exact proper name for it, but it appears to be some sort of very fermented Asian fish used for a very ancient type of sushi, and it smells particularly rank.
I think I broke the replicator. I think I'm done.
Oh, it smells like
I
death.
think I will stop at 2/3 maximum effort. Because I do not want.
And literally every taco you check from that point down, it's something off and weird and strange and not at all
He stops
appetizing.
and counts the number
Rodriguez.
of good tacos he had before he got to the bad ones. And from this point on, he'll not go and order more than that many tacos.
He will not be ordering more than 12 tacos going forward.
Rodriguez, personal advice. He's covering up his nose because I have hypersemia, which he has a good sense of smell, so it just all smells dreadful. Like, you need to take all those tacos, go outside, dig a hole, and bury them deep.
Or just throw them in the trash. You know, the one that burns everything.
Good idea.
So you take them to the incinerator. You dump them in. And now you have that smell permeating the room except burnt.
I look over I look over you and I'm like, see? That's why you bury it in a hole outside.
I don't think I'm hungry anymore.
Well,
At this point, you see cadets leaving in mass.
I will
So it's
take
kind,
Dice would like to
it's
say,
kind
yeah.
of the smell when someone basically heats up a fish dish in a microwave in an office.
oh God.
Times
and
100.
burns it.
Oh.
So basically,
We all-
imagine burning fish popcorn in a microwave.
Oh.
And there you go.
In the future, don't
No.
don't listen to me when I say do that.
Maximum.
Anything
stage.
else? Fine, just not.
At this point, Sergeant Hoji comes into the cafeteria. Now look here.
There's something wrong with the incinerator.
He's crying, not because he's sad, but because everything just burns.
And you just see him for a second. Nonsense. Turns around and walks right back out.
I think you broke Koji.
I think I broke my sinuses.
Yeah.
At which point you hear over the intercom,
I think I'm
you hear
smelling
Sergeant
burnt
Hoji
rainbows.
come over the intercom. Cadets report to the briefing room. And if you have an eagle eye and you look out, it's actually him about 10 feet past the cafeteria door on a comm panel.
So we
I
finished.
pick up my tray and I take it where it's
Finished
supposed
what
to
I
go.
had.
Yeah, I
do
know.
the rest of it. Take what I was gonna work on and dump it back in the room. Yeah. Go back to. Let's go to the
I
briefing
take my
room.
book back to my room. And then
Go to the briefing room. And,
When you arrive in the briefing room, you see Sergeant Hoji up front in his uniform. But next to him, you see Commander Schuyler Tate, the Supreme Commander of Earth Branch SPD.
already standing at attention.
yeah.
Stand.
Yeah, we.
As you were. We don't have a picture of him, folks. I'm sorry. Sky, for those who know SPD. Commander Tate, we have received reports of some increased activity that goes a little beyond what our standard police force is capable of handling in certain areas. So, we have made the decision that today would be a good day to start some of your practical training. Now, this will be nothing more than effectively a ride-along. So,
Not a simulation. Yes.
oh no, it is not a simulation.
Yes.
You will be working in pairs along with an experienced officer. So in this particular instance, Sergeant Hoji will, once again, and I apologize, Sergeant, we're going to press you back into service today, but you will be riding along with Cadets Okami and Marvin. Now, Cadets Rodriguez and Tien, you will be with one of our other instructors. You will be with Sergeant Umiko. Now, you will be issued standard sidearms, and basically it's a simple patrol. Chances are you'll see nothing. But, seeing as how the Bravo Squad Rangers are currently accompanying the senior class on their field trip to Planet Lagois and SPD headquarters, senior cadets who would normally be handling these patrols are unavailable. Good luck. May you have a very quiet afternoon. You are in very good hands.
Thank you.
You will report to the armory to pick up your sidearms, and then you will report to the motor pool and follow Sergeant Hoji and Sergeant Umiko's instructions to set up shop. Remaining cadets have already received their assignments. Dismissed.
Sir.
I'm just going to remind them of something because I know 3 of them are very much Power Rangers fans and will like to stay in character. SPD's salute is that.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah,
So-
sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't do
It's
the
been a
last time I tried to do that, I
long-
ended up elbowing Judy.
That's a good spot. I can do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a long time since I've seen
SPD.
SPD.
Yes. We're not doing RPM right now. I'm sorry.
Oh well, that's good. I mean, most folks, it was. I think we're trying to prevent RPM from occurring, right?
Yeah. All right.
We're trying to prevent the apocalypse.
Yes, instead of bringing it about. All right. So, you will go pick up your sidearms. Your sidearm is the standard issue E80 sidearm. The picture of it is on screen now for the folks watching at home, but we will get you all the cards for them. The E80 sidearm, for 1 energy, it will do a ranged attack dealing 4 damage. You do not actually roll damage when using the E80 sidearm. There is also a further note on there that says you can't use it if you're morphed. I don't think you have to worry about that for the moment. So, I will get a bunch of these out here and y'all can pass them down. In case you're wondering at home what's taking some time me doing this, that's because, like all good GMs, I prepared in advance and had the stuff separated out by Ranger, but they're not Rangers yet. So,
We're good dads.
Sometimes when you prepare in advance as a GM, you prepare,
you prepare for failure.
Maximum preparation.
Yes. Worked about as well as maximum effort. So,
cutting low already.
hey, well, there you go. Okay. So, for you to use your sidearm, you will have to use some amount of energy. If you do engage in a physical attack does not consume energy unless it is a special attack on your card that specifically says that it does, which I believe Okami actually has one.
Yeah,
on
I
his
have
card.
effectively a dual slash attack.
Yeah.
So, question:
Mhm.
Since we gain energy for successful actions,
Mhm.
that means that if we make successful, range attacks, we gain back the energy.
Yes,
we
you
used to
actually
go
do.
through. Okay.
So
I just wanted
It's
to
a
watch,
wash. Yeah.
yeah,
but you're not accruing more.
you're not accruing more. You make a successful attack, and if you fail the attack, you're losing energy.
Correct.
So, but the point is, you're not racking up energy making range attacks. So, but good question for those people at home that might be wondering why is it a 1 energy weapon? That's why. All right.
Because actually, my special ability is a 2 energy attack.
Exactly. All right. So, you arrive to Sergeant Hoji. You have your sidearms.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Well, y'all two aren't with them.
Oh, that's right.
You have a different officer. So, very good. Today, you are something that you have yet to be. You are my rookies.
Holster Rodriguez.
It's been a long time since I was a training officer on patrol. We have a name for cadets like you. Boot. You are my boots. You know what that means?
It means when you give us the order, we get to stepping.
It's a very good way of saying it, Mr. Okami. So, first thing you're going to do, he walks over, and there's a patrol car sitting there. Looks like a standard patrol car. Has all the livery and whatnot on it, sirens. This is your shop. Do you know why we call it a shop, Cadet Marvin?
No, sir.
Because this is where you do business. This is your shop. Normally, you have to set up shop. You have to make sure that you have the proper restraints and the correct equipment and all the necessary components to handle any situation in the field. It is generally a tedious and boring task. Do you know why it is great to be a training officer when it comes time to set up shop, cadets?
Because you're only here in a supervisory capacity.
It's because I don't have to lift a finger and my boots get to stay. So, cadets, set up shop.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
We'll start working
Meanwhile-
on the car already.
You arrive down at the motor pool,
You see,
and all the other cadets are with their training officers and are out and about.
Shocks are good.
And y'all are waiting on your training officer,
I wonder what this Okimi
Umiko.
Umiko person's like. I hope they're super nice.
I hope they're super competent.
So,
Ooh, that's good too.
so around that time you hear, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late, and you see this somewhat diminutive Asian girl running up. I'm late, I'm late. Her hair is wet.
This is my favorite DeltaRanger.
There's probably some, you see some debris of some sort in her hair. The closer she gets, you realize it's bubbles. Like, it looks like bubble bath is in her hair. I'm sorry, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm Detective Sergeant Umiko. So you two are my boots today. Oh, you don't know what that means.
Stepping.
No. That's archaic things from training officers that like to torture cadets. I don't like to torture cadets. So,
You warm your feet?
no. It's an ancient Earth term for rookie police officers. They used to call them boots. And never mind. So, and she's still kind of sitting there, and you see that she's fidgeting around a little bit because something and suddenly you hear a squeak. Like, squeak, squeak. I'm sorry. Hold on just a second. She reaches inside her uniform jacket and starts fiddling around. And she pulls out a rubber duck. Now, how'd you get there?
I wanted one of those too.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, how many do you have?
Just one.
And this.
Just one?
Just one.
I really appreciate.
How
training
can you
under a
only
real
have
pro.
one?
Yeah, it's you really
Because-
get some low things.
Because if I had more, they go and fight with each other.
Mine don't fight with each other. They're like a family. I have a collection of them.
Oh, my family fights
Umiko?
at every family event.
That's so sad.
Sorry.
Well,
Why?
never mind.
Why?
You are
It's
in.
all very
expert-
super, maximum energetic family gets together.
Today, yes, cadet. You have a question?
No, I
never
was
talked
just
about this yet. I'm like-
waiting to see what you needed us to do.
Well,
ma'am.
today you are in fantastic hands with me as your training officer. After all,
They're clean.
I- yes, they are very clean. But I was the commanding sergeant at the Tokyo Detective Branch for many years. So, believe it or not, I was Hoji's commander. He'll never admit it. He'll never tell you that but I was the commander. I was the leader. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go out on patrol. We're going to have an enjoyable day. There's not going to be any trouble. At least no trouble that we can't handle. Just follow my lead.
Yes, maximum enjoyment.
So, come on. And she comes over and she grabs you both by the shoulders and spins you around and puts her arms around your shoulders. Let's go get our shop set up. Come on. And she's walking you down to get all the equipment to set up shop.
Hand on head. Felicia feels like she's the only adult. Oh gosh.
Because she might be. People at home wondering why I have a pink glass. And yes, Josh, it's Decapink.
That's why. So I was with. He's like, I was the leader. No, she wasn't.
But she sure said she was a lot.
Tien just walks along and just learns what she can.
So,
Oh gosh.
we begin patrol. Cadets Okami and Marvin.
Yes, I know it's weird. I have 2 first names. It's a thing.
No, I've actually known people whose last name's Marvin before. It's I. So,
I was talking most of the audience.
oh well.
So I looked
Yeah,
at the
he does.
camera.
Oh, okay. So,
Camera.
the problem, folks, is I'm right behind the camera that he's looking at, so it looks like he's looking at me. You begin your patrol. Sergeant Hoji has Cadet Marvin driving.
He's
So-
very responsible driver. Tended to the whole thing.
So, he's watching you driving. He's literally watching you with a clipboard in his hand.
Yep.
If you didn't know better, you would think that this was a driver's test.
I do roll down my window slightly just so because knowing that no, not just so basically considering that like I know that like I can definitely pick up on more stuff by scent. Maybe as an early warning if something does go down.
I'm definitely like looking, doing my job while I'm driving. But mostly focusing on driving because I am the driver.
So you hear a call come over. Domestic disturbance reported at the corners of, let's see here. Domestic disturbance reported at the corners of Lynn and Levy. And you see Detective Hoji. It's 3 blocks from here. So you gonna answer him?
As
or
I
not?
I grab the radio and go
I'm driving you guys.
this is she's like Adam 10 this is Cadets Okami and Marvin answering said dispute over.
You hear kind of affirmative, and you will go off in that general direction.
Yeah.
Start
And
driving
who's
faster,
that?
as soon as he, as soon as he picks up the thing and starts faster.
So Hoji is saying, so, cadets, we're going to turn the lights on and the siren?
Oh right.
No, I'm asking you a
No.
question.
Oh it's like
No, I don't think it's necessary for the situation.
actually it's because they did not say that it is necessarily an emergency yet.
It's a report of domestic disturbance. We don't need to turn the lights and sirens on for that.
What effect would turning the lights and sirens have?
Panic on people.
Okay.
Another, however, also it might direct traffic around us that due to
Is there a lot of
move
traffic
out
on
of
the road as I'm driving?
No.
No. Then I'm definitely worried about
What effect would it have, Cadet Okami, on the situation once we arrive?
it would escalate.
It would escalate. Somebody there knows we're coming, whether it's a neighbor or someone in the residence. The objective is to de-escalate. So, gentlemen, welcome to your first day on the job.
Sir.
We come over to you two. Umiko is driving. So, so
She's also the best driver
She's-
on the team.
she's actually, you see her paying very little attention to the road, and yet she's maneuvering deftly like she was a race car driver. So I went ahead and already got our first assignment lined up. Very simple. We're going to go ahead and take care of this. I think you guys will really enjoy it. It's a good way to break into the day, and it really makes you feel like you're doing some good and helping people. So,
Yes, maximum helping.
absolutely.
What's our first assignment?
Oh, well, we're almost there, and you pull in, and you pull into New Tech City's Little Tykes Preschool.
I love kids.
So you pull in, like,
Tommy would have loved that.
So, at lunchtime, they take the kids to lunch, they bring them back, and right about now, it's time for the kids to get out of school. But the parking lot is over there. So, we're going to walk the kids and serve as crossing guards so that nothing happens to the little Tykes. After all, they're the future generations of New Tech City. So we have to make sure that they are safe and sound and get back to their parents, the precious children that they are.
Woo, maximum safety.
Yes. I like your attitude, Rodriguez.
Anything you say, Sergeant.
I like your attitude too, TN. So,
Cactus.
It's inside.
Aaron Maximum.
It's inside. She's like.
so, on that note, for those people at
She's
home,
like crossing guard.
how can being a crossing guard and a domestic dispute possibly go bad? Find out on part 2 of episode 1 of Delta Squad, name of the episode, Emergency DeltaRanger. We'll see you guys next week for more DeltaRanger. Bye.